And welcome back, everyone. It's 43 past the hour. Joining us this morning is Laura McLaurin from the MichiganWorks. Thank you for joining us this morning, Laura. It's very early.
My pleasure, Vicki.
You know, earlier today we were talking about what not to put on a job resume. A lot of people are looking for, a job, and that piece of paper or electronic device can be so important. Let's start with the cover letter. You know, it's so hard to start with a cover letter. What should your cover letter say when you're trying to get a job?
Well, you want your cover letter to address the very specific skills that the employer has put in their advertisement or their online posting, and you want to give specific examples of how your skills experience match with what the employer has said that they're looking for. Your resume is kind of a concise overview. The cover letter gives you opportunity to give very specific examples.
Okay, so should a cover letter be basically one page, one or two paragraphs?
Usually there's an introductory paragraph. Okay. You tell them exactly what position you're applying for. Okay. In case they have multiple positions, you want your materials to go to the right department. And then the body of it is where you give 3 to 5, maybe 7 examples of how you fit to the job. It's not a personal letter, it's a professional letter. You may talk about your passion, but you want to keep it professional, specific examples of why you are a fit. And then the last paragraph is the request to have them call you for an interview that you'd like to meet them in person.
Nice. Now, for that resume, young people are saying, I have barely anything to put on there. Older folks are saying, I must have like a 3-page resume. How do you go about getting that resume to where it's direct and to the point?
Well, there's different styles of resumes. Okay. There's a chronological resume where you start with your most recent position and work your way back, which is great if you don't have maybe an extensive work history. And then there's a different style called a functional resume, and that's where you look at all the things you've done over your career and group them into skill sets. And that way you can make the most important things pop maybe towards the top of your resume, and then your work history kind of goes towards the bottom where you demonstrate how you gained those skills. The top of the resume is very important. That's where you put your highlights of qualifications, where you would want to include any specific certifications or training. If you have a CDL license, you want them to know that right at the top of the resume. They say that employers will only scan the first third of top of a resume, so you want to make sure that the important information is right at the top.
Okay, now real quick, say you get that all-important interview. How do you prepare for a job interview?
And preparation is the key. Interviews are always very intimidating. Sure. The first thing you want to do is just some really simple stuff to kind of ease your nerves. Time out how long it takes to get to the establishment, so you're not worrying about where it is that morning. Prepare your clothing. Try on your interview outfit. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it fits, things like that. That can just help you de-stress the day of the interview. As far as the actual interview goes, try to research the company. Find out, what they're all about, when they were established. By displaying that knowledge to the employer, it shows that you've done your homework. Bring extra copies of your resume in case there's multiple people in the room. You can hand them out, showing preparation. Have some questions prepared to ask of the employer. How will I be trained? Can I have a tour of the facility? Things like that just show that you've taken the time, that you're ready. During the interview, you want to be a storyteller. Tell them about yourself. They want to get to know you to see if you can be a good part of that team. Right. So be a storyteller. As bad as it sounds or as hard as it is, toot your own horn. Let them know your successes throughout your career.
All right. Now, I know MichiganWorks has a ton of information and ways that folks can stop by and help out. Any charge for that?
Nope. All of the resources at MichiganWorks are available at no charge. You can come in and use our computers to look for jobs, to work on a resume, make copies of it. You can use our fax machine. We'll put postage on the envelope we provided to you. Anything that you need in your job search is available at no charge.
Fantastic. Laura, I thank you so much for coming in, helping us clear it up a little bit about how to get those resumes out there so we can hopefully get more people into those hot jobs that are across the UP.
Thanks for having me, Vicki.
All right.